Okay, so next we are going to talk about adding and subtracting radicals. So I'm on page 5 in your packet. In order to add and subtract radicals, you have to have the same inside number in order to combine these. So like 4 square roots of 3 plus 3 square roots of 3. So like I could actually add that. If I have 4 apples and I add 3 apples to that, wouldn't I have 7 apples, right? So same thing here. So you keep the radical number, and then the numbers out front you actually add or subtract. If I had something like 1 square root of 6 plus 5 square roots of 5, that would be my final answer. I wouldn't be able to do anything with that because they don't have the same radicand. So there's nothing that I could do with that. I couldn't simplify it down any further, so that is your answer. In addition, if you ever get an answer like this, where it's just the square root of 6, that's your answer. In Schoology, it wants you to have a answer, square root, answer. So a blank, square root, blank, and you have to put a number in both of these. Obviously, the number that would go here would be that 6, but this would be a 1. It's the invisible 1 to say that I have one of those square roots of 6s. Okay, so if they're going to give you an adding or subtracting problem, 95% of the time you're going to be able to actually combine them, but you're going to have to reduce them down first. So for instance, 27 reduces down to 9 times 3. 9 breaks down to 3 times 3, bring down that 3. So I have a pair of 3s. That 1 3 comes out, and I'm left with square root of 3. 75 breaks down to 25 times 3. 25 breaks down to 5 times 5 square roots of 3. 5 times 5 times 3. I have a pair of 5, so the 5 comes out, and I have square roots of 3. It's an addition problem, so I bring down my add sign. So I have 3 square roots of 3, and to that I'm adding 5 square roots of 3. So total I'm going to have 8 square roots of 3. And that would be your final answer on that guy. Here I have 5 square roots of 3. 3 doesn't break down any further, so it stays. 12 breaks down into 4 times 3. 4 breaks down to 2 times 2. Bring down my 3. I have a pair of 2s. So I have 5 square roots of 3 plus 2 square roots of 3. Plus this 3 doesn't break down anymore, so bring it straight down. 8 square roots of 3. So 5 and 2 make 7. 7 and 8 make 15, so I have 15 square roots of 3. Now we're doing subtraction, same as addition, except for I'm going to subtract them instead of add them. This breaks down to 3 times 2, which doesn't have any pairs, so it stays as 15 square roots of 6. This breaks down to 4 times 6. 4 breaks down to 2 times 2. 6 breaks down to 3 times 2, so I have a pair of 2s. So 2 comes out, square roots of 6. I'm going to subtract them. So if I have 15 square roots of 6 minus 2 square roots of 6, I'm left with 13 square roots of 6. Next, 12 breaks down to 3 times 4. This breaks down to 2 times 2. So I have 2 square roots of 3. 48 breaks down to 4 times 12, right? Yes. 4 breaks down to 2 times 2. 12 breaks down to 4 times 3. 4 breaks down into 2 times 2. This breaks down to 3. Bring down my 2 2s. Pair of 2s, pair of 2s. So 4 comes out. I'm going to bring this guy down. 2 square roots of 3 minus 4 square roots of 3 from this guy plus a square root of 3. And we just talked about this, the invisible 1 that's there. So you'll want that to know how much it adds or subtracts to. So 2 minus 4 is negative 2, plus 1 is negative 1. So I have negative 1 square root of 3. Go ahead and pause me, and I want you to try 35 and 36 on your own. Unpause me when you're done to see how you did. 18 breaks down into 9 times 2. 9 breaks down to 3 times 3. Bring down my 2. I have a pair of 3s. Times that 4 would give me 12 square roots of 2. 32 breaks down into 8 and 4. 8 breaks down to 2 times 2 times 2. 4 breaks down to 2 times 2. I have a pair of 2s and another pair of 2s. So that would be 4 coming to the outside, but I have to multiply to the 3/4. So 3/4 of 4 is 3. I'm left with square root of 2. 8 breaks down to 2 times 2 times 2. I have a pair of 2s. Bring it to the outside, so I'm doing half of 2. So negative 1 square root of 2. So 12 minus 3 is 9. 9 minus 1 is 8, so I get 8 square roots of 2. One more. 8 breaks down into 2 times 2 times 2. Pair of 2s. Multiply that 2 times that 5 to give me 10 square roots of 2. 18 breaks down into 9 times 2. 9 breaks down to 3 times 3. Bring down the 2. I have a pair of 3s. Multiply it to that 3 on the outside, I get plus 9 square roots of 2. 32 we did over here, so I'm just going to bring my answer over. It is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So I get 2 pairs of 2. So that would be 4 on the outside. So it's minus 4 square roots of 2. So 10 plus 9 is 19. 19 minus 4 would be that 15 square roots of 2. If we go back to page number 1, the example that they show. So they broke 98 back down into 49 times 2 because 49 is my largest perfect square. Square root of 49 is 7. I multiply that to the 3 to get 21 square roots of 2. 8 breaks down to 4 times 2. 4. The square root of 4 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4, not 8. So change that to 4. Bring down my 2. Now 21 minus 4 will give me 17 square roots of 2. So what I want for you to do now is I want for you to, here it is, go ahead and go to page 9 and do questions 16 through 24. And then check your answers with the answer key that I put into Schoology. Once you've done that, then go ahead and work on the Schoology homework assignment.